Terry Beck with the Crooked Road.
So I'm speaking on behalf of the Crooked Road. I'm the executive director. I came into the position in March 2020. There's jokes there that we can insert, that it was a challenging time, to say the least, not only in tourism, but for the organization. The previous executive director had been there for 9 years, so there was definitely some transition time. As of 2022, though, everything is doing great, and so I just want to give you an overview of the Crooked Road and how that this integrates into all the 19 counties and 4 cities of the region. So the Crooked Road was founded in 2004. It's designated as Virginia's Heritage Music Trail by the Virginia General Assembly. It originally was based on Route 58, and there was identified 330 miles of driving route that connected heritage music venues. It has now expanded past that 330 miles into the whole 19 counties and 4 cities of Southwest Virginia. We work with various planning districts and tourism organizations on a state level and local level as well. We have 9 major venues and about 60 affiliated festivals and venues. So our major venues we start on the east side of Southwest Virginia. I think I said that right. Blue Ridge Institute and Museum at Ferrum, which is in Franklin County, Floyd Country Store, Blue Ridge Music Center in Galax, the Old Fiddlers Convention, the Rex Theater, the Southwest Virginia Cultural Center and Marketplace in Abingdon, the Birthplace of Country Music in Bristol, the iconic Carter Family Fold in Hilton's, and then the Country Cabin and Ralph Stanley Museum in Clintwood. So the original idea was to take these heritage music venues that already existed and to unite them under the branding of the Crooked Road. We do have a mission to, number one, keep our heritage keepers and music makers foremost. We service not only the promotion of these major venues and all of our localities, but also the musicians of the region as well. We try to support and help promote them as well. And we just want people to come here to Southwest Virginia to experience our heritage assets, music assets, and hopefully that and does positively affect the economy of Southwest Virginia, because anyone that comes here to one of these venues or festivals is putting dollars into our local community with housing, accommodations, et cetera. And then we want to just be, the foremost, celebrate our heritage music experiences. Our major partners are up here. We work with the Virginia Commission for the Arts, the Virginia Tourism Corporation, DHCD on a state level. We also have regional partnerships with Appalachian Regional Commission, and then various others. On a federal level, we have been integrating into the National Endowment for the Arts more with our programming. So this is just some economic impact numbers. Just a general note that you all will hear in conversations, probably from every industry, is that there is a asterisk next to 2020. Southwest Virginia in general, as David indicated, not just for Montgomery County, but in general, was showing a huge growth in tourism. So we know that since the inception of the Crooked Road, tourism has increased by more than 67% to the region. Really, the Crooked Road has served since 2004 as kind of a foundational component to regional marketing. And then there have been other organizations that have kind of capitalized on the Crooked Road to get people into the region, but we know that it is a positive force of economic development for the region. Obviously, we did have a decrease of travel expenditures due to the pandemic, but overall tax revenues have increased, prior to the pandemic, and I'm assured that the economic data for the region will show positive growth for 2021. Since 2004, Crooked Road has become one of the most recognizable brands in the state of Virginia. You will probably may have seen signs throughout your travels that say Crooked Road. Those are our original wayfaring signs so that people could see the original route. We also have just a lot of requests for information on partner sites as well as our own website. Some of our marketing initiatives, we've updated our website in the past 2 years. The good thing about the pandemic was it was great for my transition, but we also took that time, as I'm sure most of y'all in your respective businesses did as well, to look at the items that needed to be changed, like websites, strategic planning, bylaws, and take some of that time to look internal, and that's what we did as an organization. We did that in order to prepare for the opening for 2021 and 2022. So during that time, we updated our website. We have an interactive map. We also bulked up our eBlast email newsletter database. Our social media page is still, our Facebook page is probably our primary way that we announce events. We have events on that page so you can go and see what's going on in the entire region. We share events from tourism partners as well to make sure that anything that has a heritage music component in any of the 19 counties and 4 cities is on there. We've also started a new quarterly visitors guide. We're doing this quarterly publication instead of a yearly publication because I want to make sure that the Crooked Road responds to the needs of the communities, so that if there's an event that's happening, we can get that in. If there's a new event, we can get it in the event listing. I think we all know that once you print something that's going to be the staple visitor's guide for a year or two, information is immediately out of date. So this quarterly format is going to help us be more responsive to our communities. And then we do the regular press releases, media placements, and merchandise. We also go to festivals and conferences. Our major conference is coming up at the end of this month, the IBMA conference, which we go to with a collaboration of partners from the region. We see a lot of people through there. We also have wayside exhibits. And on our interactive map, there's also virtual waysides as well. So this is just a cross-section of our merchandise. You know, we have hats, T-shirts, CDs, all for sale on our website. So I'm not plugging that, but I am. But we also have, I wanted to include this slide because we also wholesale to venues and entities. So if you have an organization or a business that has a visitor gift shop, or you're in retail and you want to take some Crooked Road merchandise, we do offer wholesale opportunities. Again, another plug. But we also have traditional music education program that's been part of our mission. And this program has taken some growth. Well, I won't say growth. It has changed over the past 2 years because of the restrictions on schools. A lot of our programming was involved through Junior Appalachian Musicians, which held after-school programs. They are somewhat restructuring their program because of obvious limitations to after-school programs. But we're partnering with them this fall to bring in-school experiences to the region. I think that they're going to try to use those for student recruitment, and so we want to be a good partner to them. We also had a youth music festival in May, and traditionally this was a kind of a showcase of the Junior Appalachian Musician programs, but we changed it this year. We made it a competition and a workshop. So we had over 24 youth participants, and we gave them cash money, hard, cold cash for their instrumentation. So we had we had 3 judges in several categories, and we had people from all over come to that. I hope to grow that and make that kind of a kickoff to the Fiddlers Convention season. We also present heritage music with our Crooked Road on Tour program. And I have the logo up here for the Music and Dance Spectacular, celebrating Southwest Virginia's heritage music. This is a new show that we've done that really pulls in old-time bluegrass, generational music, and then some dance as well. We hope to shop this to larger performing arts centers and take this on tour. The first one that we did was at the Moss Arts Center in July 8th. If you read my bio, I did graduate from tech. It was a long time ago, and everything looks different now, which I don't like. But when we came back to Moss Arts, not only was that facility just amazing, and we had 470 people come to that, but which I think is great for a July 8th event when everyone was on vacation. But it also was an amazing experience, and I got to drive around Blacksburg and look at my old apartments. It was great. They're still there. So this is a rundown of our heritage music. We're also looking to identify regional partner events for 2022 and leading into a concert series in 2023. So a lot of what we're doing is about direct community investments, and that's meeting people wherever they need. So if there's a community concert event that they need some artist support funding, we will help with that. Blacksburg, Montgomery County, Christiansburg there's 2 affiliates, the Market Square Jam, and then also the Blacksburg Square Dance. And I'm also meeting with some people in the region. In fact, one person in particular, Casey, after this meeting, about how we can work together to bring some more Crooked Road profile and programming to Montgomery, Christiansburg, and Blacksburg. We initiated a musicians advisory board. We started an artist in residence program in 2021 and have continued that in 2022. They're kind of an ambassador of the Crooked Road, but we provide a monthly stipend. We also have a Heritage Music Fund that we started, and that's like a sub-granting. We give up to $500 grants for regional musicians. We're also working on music industry development, and we've got our 20th anniversary in 2024. And I think I timed that perfectly, because here comes David. But before I leave, I do want to say one thing, is that there were several winners at GALAC's Old Fiddlers Convention from Christiansburg and Shawsville, and they were in dobro, mandolin, dulcimer, bluegrass banjo, auto harp, and bluegrass bands. So there is a heritage music community here, and we're just looking forward to how we can really help you all capitalize on that to bring people to the region.